Ashdown Forest is 2,500 hectares, a special area of conservation, and it's a site of special scientific interest. In the 1690s, a whole load of it got sold off. What's left is the common lands element, which is some of the most wildlife-rich areas in the southeast of England. What we're really hoping to do is improve wildlife, not just across these bits that we manage, but with our partners and our neighbours across the rest of the area. So the real ambition for Ashdown is to make it bigger, better and more joined up. The huge advantage of the test and trial programme was we could bring a group of farmers and land managers together here at the forest through facilitated workshops. It wasn't just the farmers and land managers, but we also had organisations like the RSPB, town councils, we had the Ministry of Defence, and we asked them to map where they felt the wildlife was and what they were already doing for wildlife. And then we talked to them about the opportunity to work together on something bigger. Some of the ideas started to really flow about what was possible. We put an agreement in front of them. That's one of our key elements of the test and trial. What the test and trial has given us is the start, and it's created an energy. This is our real challenge. How do we make landscape recovery genuinely work to turn around nature's loss in this country while supporting our farming community?
My name's Nick Atwell and I farm in Nutley. We're a sheep farm. We have purebred Southdown sheep, which is a local breed. I cannot overstress how much enthusiasm there is for environmental regeneration. The forest could act as a coordinating body. Because of the legal structure of Ashdown Forest, there are a lot of commoners around. We all want to do the right thing and we all want to continue food production, but we're going to do it in a way that enhances nature. We want to bring some areas of the forest back to grazing, for instance. If we can increase the number of species and have beavers and red squirrels and pine martens, the bird population, nightjars, song thrushes, nightingales, all these other iconic species, I think this could become a real tourist area. If you work on a local scale with local people and address local issues, I think it'd be much more effective because we're all in the tent.
So on the map on the left we've got the outline of Ashdown Forest in green, quite large gaps within the forest. The black line is the historic pale, the historic area of Ashdown Forest, and then in red the landowners we initially approached as part of this project in order to enable the protection of what we've got already and also discuss how we connect up the land. We approached them with the idea of renaturing, really. With nature at the forefront was the idea of the landscape recovery scheme. How would you like an agreement to look? What safeguards would you like in place on your land? What would be incentive enough from a financial perspective? Grass snake. No, adder. So there you go, that's what we're protecting in the forest, and that was right under the table. It is venomous. They love the heathland habitat.
I'm Elizabeth Buchanan and I'm an organic beef farmer, family farm, here on the edge of Ashdown Forest, about 300 acres. We have 45 calving cows. We want to farm with nature. And the thing I find most attractive about this idea is it's involving small family farms. We have farmers who are producing high quality food. Can you imagine if we could get a cooperative of the farmers with the story to tell of this magical place?
The agreement starts off with the objectives, large-scale nature recovery through the mechanism of conservation grazing herd, potential for reintroduction programs and diversification, tourism, food production. Then we came on to payments. A lot of discussion using existing payment rates, land rates, and then just the legal terms. So given that this is a long-term project, flexibility may be necessary. Our intention is to present a draft agreement that people will say, yes, I'd be happy to sign up to that, or no, I wouldn't. The findings have been that there is real interest in these projects. They could achieve really good outcomes if properly supported. The financial element, it needs to be viable. The amount of consent that will be needed for this project is going to be huge. Multi-agency, because you're dealing with SSI, you're dealing with water management boards. So it's going to require a lot of coordination there, engaging all those groups. It would work well at a local scale, so using those local expertise, local management. If you're looking at blended finances, so incorporating the private market and making these projects sustainable, having that freedom to run with the project, trying not to limit those ideas.